Hackers can steal your card details, so turn this setting off now. Now, if you have ever saved your card details on maybe your phone, your browser, shopping apps, you might be exposing yourself to a risk that most people are never going to think about. Because in 2026, hackers don't always need your password. Sometimes they don't even need to hack you directly. They just need access to a weak setting on your device or browser, and your saved payment information becomes an open door. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you the exact setting that you should review and in some cases even turn off to reduce the risk of your card details being stolen or better, misused. So let's get into it. Most people are going to imagine hackers breaking into systems with complex coding. Now, the reality is much simpler. Card details are usually exposed through either compromised websites, browser saved payment data, malicious extensions, phishing pages, leaked accounts from data breaches. Once attackers get access to your browser or account, they don't always need your card number directly. If it's saved or autofilled, they can retrieve it through stored payment profiles or synced data. That is why the biggest risk is not always hacking a bank. It is weak settings on your own device. The main risk setting is browser saved payment information plus autofill sync. Now, in browsers like Chrome, Edge, and Safari, you often have a feature enabled: save and fill payment methods automatically. Now, it sounds pretty convenient, but here is the problem. If someone gains access to your browser profile, your Google account, or device session, they may also access saved payment data. Now, that includes card numbers, expiry dates, saved billing details, in some cases, linked addresses. That is where convenience is going to become risk. Now, autofill is designed for speed, okay? And finding autofill in your browser is pretty straightforward, because Microsoft Edge gives you its very own autofill simply. And to see where your autofill is applied and the places your autofill is adding itself, you can simply go into your settings, and here you have passwords and autofills. All right. Now, once you're here, you can find all the autofill addresses, different things that your autofill has. Now, those could be names, those could be addresses, and those could even be your details. Now, what you can do is you can, one by one, either delete them from here or, take them out pretty simply. It is designed for speed and, convenience, but it also creates a predictable attack service. Now, if malware or malicious extension gets into your browser, it can potentially read from form data, extract saved payment fields, inject fake checkout pages, capture autofill responses. You won't even notice it happening. This is why security experts often recommend limiting what your browser stores automatically, especially payment information. Now, let's get practical. Go into your browser settings and find payment methods. Okay. Now, payment methods could, appear anywhere over here, or you can simply go over to your settings and you could search up payment. Now, once you search payment up, most of your payment methods are going to appear here. Okay. So you can go ahead and open that up. And as you can see, I have these payment methods over here. So what I can do is I can one by one go ahead and simply delete them from my Microsoft account. Now, doing so will totally remove them, and if any hacker does decide to go ahead and get into my account, they will not be able to use these cards as so. It is that simple and that straightforward. Now, if you don't want to delete them, there are also options to allow site to check if you have payment methods saved. You can autofill cards during the checkout, and for maximum safety, you should turn off automatic saving of payment methods. Okay, and you can simply turn this off from here. Then allow sites to check if you have saving payment methods, turn that off, and allow sites to install payment handlers. You can turn this off as well. Okay, and here you can choose if you want to allow any payment handlers for yourself. You can turn those off as well. Remove any stored cards that you don't actively use, and disable autofill for payment details if possible. Now, this reduces the chance of accidental exposure through browser compromise. Now, you're going to check where your cards might be stored. Now, your cards could be stored in your Google account, okay, in the payment section, in your Apple ID, wallet, and Apple Pay, browser payment settings like I showed you. Now, going through all of those, you need to delete your old cards, your unused cards, your expired cards, and any card that you don't actively use. Keeping fewer stored payment methods means fewer attack targets. One simple rule: if you don't use it regularly, do not store it. If you're logged into your browser on multiple devices, your payment data may sync automatically. That means laptops, phones, tablets, all connected. If even one device is compromised, sync data becomes quite the risk. Now, this is one of the most overlooked risks. Some extensions request access to web pages, form inputs, and browsing activity. Now, if a malicious or poorly designed extension gets installed, it could potentially read what you type on checkout pages. So to stay safe, remove any unused extensions. Only keep trusted ones. Avoid any type of free coupon or shopping helper extensions from any unknown sources. The lesser the extensions, the smaller the attack surface. And instead of relying on browser storage, use safer options like Google Pay, Apple Pay, PayPal, virtual cards from banks. These services are basically going to go ahead and allow to mask a real card number. So yeah, that is the main risks that could go ahead and lead to your bank account or your card being out there in the open. Convenience is great, but in cybersecurity, convenience often comes at a cost. The goal isn't to stop using online payments, it is to reduce unnecessary risks. Turn off what you don't need, keep only what you trust, and stay aware of where your data actually lives. So that is pretty much about it for this video. Thank you for watching till the end, and I'm going to be seeing all of you in the next video. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.